Good evening, everybody. Akash Inti here. I'm going over the concept of how to network tonight. Now, why am I going over this? Well, communication is really, really important, particularly when you go to business events. I just came back from Washington, D.C., from the World Orphan Drug Congress, and I was in New Jersey, in Newark, New Jersey, at Rutgers, for the New Jersey Biopharma Networking Group. It was an event with a bunch of academics from Rutgers itself, and the whole idea was to intersperse and bring people together in the field of biotech. So biotech, health sciences, etc. I see it from the biotech angle. Incredible two conferences though that allowed me and gave me some perspective on what is it that makes one stand out when they go about networking. One, I'd say, number one that I've found is a sense of style that relates to yourself. So understanding who are you? What are your values? What do you find important personally, as well as the company? Really, really important to connect the dots for the two. When you have a strong connection of these two, it enables you to go out about and speak to people to get a better understanding of how could you connect. Be really good at looking at the big picture of the small picture. So that's the way it makes sense to me. In other words, when you go about in a conference, there's so many small little things that you could do to make yourself stand out. So another one would be go up and be like the person who embodies the conference like no other. So an example of this was the World Orphan Drug Congress. The mascot is a zebra. I wore a zebra robe on top of my suit, and it captured a lot of attention, but it embodied the conference of rare diseases or orphan drugs. So really, really important to come back to this and embody the conference in some way, shape, or form. At the time, I didn't know that I was doing it. I was just like, you know what, I'm going to be stylish. This is what I thought to myself. But I also wanted to stand out because I know branding is one thing is about people know that you're very different. You have to differentiate yourself. The way that you look and the way that you seem to others conveys something about you. Recognize this, and so long as it aligns with your values and your personal values, you're okay. So really, really important. Getting back to the matter at hand, though, of networking, how to network. I digress at times, it is what it is. With networking itself, the second thing is don't be afraid to go up to someone. In fact, what if the idea of being afraid to go up and talk to someone was a dream? What if it never existed and you always loved going up to people? You just forgot. You're like, oh, I completely forgot that I love going and doing this. It's okay. These things happen, but it is what it is. Getting back to the topic though, how to network. The other thing I had found interesting was that at these conferences, I would simply go about and in some way make myself more of something to bring attention towards, that I would be able to interact with others in my beingness. So it allowed me the opportunity to convey my ideas and put me on uh, in an elevated position in terms of to talk to people who I deemed important for my purposes, which is awesome. And the thing is, so long as you're going to a conference, you set goals for yourself of this is the number of people that I want to talk to, or this is the amount of contacts that I need to make for myself, or setting some type of bar, some type of standard. It's okay to have some standard. It's actually important to have a standard. It's not only okay, it's really important. Why? Because what you measure is what shows up. So when you measure how many contacts you want to have, you start thinking to yourself, okay, I continue talking to people, like this is okay. This is really, really important. So this is what I've got for you guys tonight. Check out